were just talking about the fact that in an interrogation last week of the Stennis Committee, Senator Goldwater asked some questions about the use of the carrier aircraft from the carrier Essex, with their markings painted out. Which, well, we figure that somebody over there has told them about, that thing on Wednesday morning, and that therefore either Dirksen's going to spring it or Goldwater's going to spring it, and they're going to try to spring it in such a way that it looks like there was U.S. air cover, and that you were wrong and I was wrong in saying there wasn't. Now, the question is, what exactly is it? We're going to get Max Taylor to look up exactly. Are you familiar with what happened on that? Did we paint out the markings on the plane?
Yeah, painted out the markings on the plane.
How many planes?
And I think there were 3 planes.
Yeah.
And they flew air cover for an hour.
Yeah, but didn't see anybody.
Over the beach.
Yeah.
And they were supposed to give air cover to the B-26s that were coming in.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, between all of them, they got the hours mixed up. I think you gave them from 7 to 8 or something.
Yeah.
And they must have thought it was 7, CIA thought it was 7 to 8 Central American time.
Yeah.
So the result was that the B-26s came in an hour late and were all shot down.
Yeah.
Or 2 of them shot down.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably the ones that had the Americans.
Yeah.
I think that has been in the paper about the fact that they flew this air cover for an hour.
Is that been in the paper?
I've seen references to it in the paper. I don't know if any formal story's been written on it, but it's been in the paper that they, and it's been in U.S. News and World Report.
Yeah.
That they specifically, I'm almost sure, I've read it someplace in the last couple of months.
Yeah.
About the fact that they flew for that hour.
My guess is it's going to come out. You're just trying to figure out how to get it out. If we could say it's been all printed. Otherwise, Dirksen will announce that the United States, with their paintings marked out, flew over the Bay of Pigs and were only used an hour, and therefore either you were wrong or I was wrong in not using them more, and so on and so forth. So we're trying to think about how to
Well, I think if somebody could look up where it's appeared in the newspapers, do you have that kind of people over there?
I would think that's a rather difficult assignment.
Not really.
It isn't?
No, I mean, just looking to, they have an index, and they got it on the Bay of Pigs, and then they go down Wednesday, and 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's been in U.S. News.
It was been in U.S. News.
Yeah. In fact, I think it was in their answer to me. I think they put it in, but I think it was in even before that.
They had an answer to you?
Yeah.
U.S. News did?
Yeah.
What other ways do you have? How would you handle it, the committee? Or?
Well, again, I think probably go back to the fact that the Congress was informed about this.
Was it?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they were. They told everything else.
Right.
Well, I think it's awfully important if we could get the fact that was out. I mean, there was some mention about it in the newspaper some time ago, and we could document that.
Okay, I'll see what we can find out.
All right. Hello, Jack. The thing, of course, to remember on this, I don't know how much we're going to get into it, but the thing to remember on this is this, what you did on that day, Tuesday for Wednesday, was something that was added to the plan.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And not something that was taken away or was in a plan that was made inadequate by some deficiency in withdrawal of something.
Yeah, that's right.
That you added that on Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's never been planned before, and this plan specifically said that this wouldn't be done.
Yeah.
It was something that you added in order to help.
You heard about...
but, if somebody's going to say something in the Senate about it...
Yeah, well, you know how they make everything look lousy these days. You know, Roland Evans said that he's talking to Dirksen. Dirksen said, I don't quite get this. He said, wait, can you? You go by.
What?
But, just say, I don't know. I think the Kennedys are planning something. They're thinking to trap us into this. Because they're pretty smart down there.
Well, we haven't figured out how to close the trap.
Yeah, that's right. We haven't quite figured out.
Yeah, but we'll learn it.
But it just shows you, boy, what that press is, doesn't it?
Yeah, but God, still the poll.
What?
Were you down to 70%?
When?
What?
When was this?
The Gallup poll.
When was that?
Oh, about 2 days ago.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah. It went 76% to 70.
Yeah.
But your popularity is 70% now.
Yeah.
You'd break 50-50 with the Republican.
What?
7%, 18% are against you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't care what the press must be doing you some good.
Well, what? And then you'd break 50-50?
You do 50-50 with the Republicans.
Oh, you mean in approval and disapproval?
Yeah. And then the independents.
Yeah, I didn't see that post. Was this in the Post?
I don't know what paper. I read it going up on the plane Wednesday or Thursday. You think you got trouble? You ought to see what's happening in Nelson Rockefeller.
Why?
Well, in all the bars, they call every drink a Nelson cocktail, a Rockefeller cocktail. Everything the same except it's 15% more.
Do they really?
Oh, and you walk along the streets and out in the front.
Yeah.
It says, come in and buy a Rockefeller cocktail. Everything costs 15% more. In every bar. How would you like that? Following you around.
Yeah, but he's lucky those papers aren't published.
Well, and then did you see the story about him in
the Wall Street Journal? Yeah.
That's not a complete plus.
Yeah.
I think he's really having his problems. Troubles. You're not. You can go on television.
We've dropped 6% in a month, have we?
Since January.
Boy, since that Congress comes back.
Yeah, and it gets a little bit more partisan, but imagine 70%. It's better than you were at 60.
Okay.
Right on.